restarting the stream now, so we are now going to be live. Once, yes, take two. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Also, it wouldn't have mattered because I never changed the scene. Anyways, moving on. So, unfortunately, you guys ended up missing the first battle. We had some tech issues. We had a problem where, because I'm streaming to YouTube, because I couldn't seem to find my Twitch key fast enough after sorting out other issues. Uh, we ended up trying to stream the first game, but then because of some other stuff, we ended up having to reset the stream, which then YouTube changed the stream key and then invalidated the previous stream key. So we streamed the first battle into the abyss without knowing it because of the 8-minute delay and not knowing that we were not live. But anyways, welcome to the quarterfinal match. Unfortunately, the first battle was just won by Bananas. The second battle will be going in here shortly. Right now, you have the map picks up on your screen. Bananas banning, or sorry, War banning Cliff, Bananas banning Himmels, War picking Ghost Town, Bananas picking Attack. We just saw Bananas pick up their attack. They'll now be transitioning onto the defense. After this map, we'll go on to Steps with War Machine starting on defense. Then it goes to Sand River, Proc, Murrow. Murrow's the tiebreaker. Because this is playoffs, we are doing best of 9 instead of best of 7. So that's why there's an additional map in there. My co-caster for tonight is Stored. He is here. Stored, you can introduce yourself. Yeah. 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 20 seconds and we're starting the next battle. I'm going to be transitioning here from that to not display capture. Come on. Yeah, no, I'm trying to transition. Yeah. Okay. Bananas coming in as the third seed into the playoff bracket here, or coming in as the sixth. The other match tonight being cast by Scott and Hitman is the fourth and fifth place between Certified Red Team and Team Scroll. Now, we are seeing a different defense coming out here from Bananas from what you guys didn't see in the first game. They're stacking this F5, F4 position very well, so we'll have to see how War approaches this, because this is basically coming in as a trap strat where you are asking your opponent to play into this, which they might not do. And we're already seeing Shirai Khan in the bat chat make his way all the way down the K line, and he could end up spotting this if they take long enough. But they are now grouping up, making an aggressive push here from the defense. We've seen something like this from Morbology and the likes of Escalate. Well, I think they're going to lose the mouse before the mouse can fall back too much. If they all keep pushing. Nope, they're going to split. So the mouse will probably get out onto the 7 line. Yeah, seeing ooh, that actually just happened off my camera as I was panning away. We're going to see Banana here trying to pick up the mouse of Stark. Smiley Rage pushing through to get away from Twindler in the IS-4 and set up a new crossfire angle as Mount number 1 is pushing into the S-Conk and the M4 of Pure Zelma. Oh, and we're seeing a little bug there with the first person camera, and Kara is going to keep the Via Z stuck on his side and prevent him from flipping over um, back onto both his tracks. But we're gonna probably teams like you look at this in majors and you see a lot of the attacking team playing grouped up in the beginning of the game around this G6 G7 area to kind of protect uh, their tanks if something happens like this, because they'll try and set up, say, a tank around the F6 area. They'll try and set up some other stuff, and they'll put a few other tanks out towards the edges of the town and play feeler, where you try to get some vision. And we want that. I gotta just fix this. Switch over to that. Yeah. Well, part of the part of the issue comes to the fact that Shere Khan pushed forward so fast at the start of the game, trying to play more aggressive with the vision, which he then left the hill there along the K line, which could have spotted that push slightly earlier, given the mouse some better time to react. There's also the street. You guys didn't see it, or the viewers didn't see it, but we saw it, where Wasted Banana was looking in his S-Conk earlier. So he could have been a tripwire for that, but they really just didn't have any vision into that area of the map, and that really allowed them to catch the mouse out of position along with Nighty in his IS-4, because Nighty was put in essentially an impossible position where he's getting farmed by a 60 TP in the side, but if he tries to fight against the 60 TP and angle his armor, he just exposes himself to the rest of Bananas and ends up going down. Yeah, we are now changing maps here, moving on to steps. I will have the score for the in-game mod switched over or corrected here for this next battle. Yeah, when you're looking at those rates, comparison to some of these other maps out there, only a 55% defensive win rate, 49 battles played. So minor league absolutely loved this map this season, in comparison to majors, which is nice to see. I am going to click and see if we can bring up. Uh, we are seeing a lot of CSs, a lot of M4s, and a lot of IS7s, and mixing of like just odd S-Conks and stuff like that. So we're not seeing as many Badger strats and stuff like that. So I'm assuming you're probably seeing more East takes, attempt to play the map more rotation first. Uh, okay, gonna have to sort this out here. I will send this to. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. You guys aren't seeing this because I have the post battle stats, which we haven't gone over yet. Because I was covering the uh, I was covering the training room, getting everything fixed around. So I can quickly go over that for you guys. Uh, Pure de Elmo, 100% pen rate, which is really good for the M4. The AP does make it pretty easy to pen a lot of the softer targets, like the VZ. I don't want to say the IS4 is easier to pen, but I feel like when you have the height advantage that the M4 offers, it's a lot easier to pen. Yeah. Um, 90. So the mouse there in that game actually did a good job. Putting up 1900 is actually the most on War Machine. The problem was actually Knighty, who only got out one shot of damage, and I feel like he was the person who actually got caught out the most in that battle. Yep. Yeah, well, they can always try and do some stuff on the defensive side with the I7s and 277s in towards the north, which we're already seeing here as the break off of spawn. So we're going to see a stack up here towards the one cap. In my opinion, this is one of the nice things about new steps, is that you have. Ooh, janky cam. Oh, why are you so high? And he bleeds out, and that's a huge disadvantage for War Machine here as he's. Oh, he's gonna get rammed here from the looks of it. No, IS7's gonna pick it up. But down 4,000 HP here and taking a brawl with the rest of bananas. This isn't looking good. I think we're already heading towards a 3-0 at this point. Stored. Yep. Yeah, we're seeing some really good stuff here coming out of bananas when it comes to their pen rates. Richard this time on top doing 3.2 with 100% penetration rate. Uh, then you have everyone else in the 80s, which is pretty good. Also considering the fact that they did take some engagements out at like 300 meters or slightly farther when shooting into the side of the mouse in the CS, so you can have some random shells miss or some shells just get absorbed by armor. Um, but overall, pretty good reaction there from Bananas as War Machine tried to bring the fight to them at the start of the game. Okay, sorry. This might be spicy. Oh, yeah, we are starting to see some of the tanks here. You guys can't see them inside the garage, but we can see them. Okay, 20-second warning before we go into battle. Hmm. So, people would try to bring artillery uh, occasionally in 6v6 when we first started playing with it because it was the first time where artillery could even remotely when we were doing 5v5 you couldn't even make an argument for artillery, but like once you got to 6v6 there was a tiny, and I mean like in what cases would arty be good, I don't know, in like maybe 0.5% of them, but if you bring arty and you don't have blind tank picking, then your opposing team can either counter you or can just play aggressively at the start. Yeah, but Yeah, so the thing that I was trying to get at before is people have tried bringing a Leo and a Stir because they can, in some ways, do just as good chip damage as a artillery. Which CS is that? Yeah, this is actually very dangerous for him because now he's lost all his speed. So the chance of the S-Conks and the IS-7 hitting him and penning is extremely high. So I don't think he can push down any further, and he might be stuck at this point. Yeah, War Machine has identified this possibility of happening, and you've already, or we can already see on the minimap, IS-7 and CS working their way up to C1, and we'll have to see how they use the Sturve. Yeah, no, he'll just remove any south rotation. This will change the setup that War can achieve in the north because they don't have to worry about the C6 position or even any like weird plays coming through the G line and wrapping back through middle. We are. You're gonna see this. Yeah, it's the CS is getting on cap right now. You're gonna see Wasted Banana here. He's going to try and spot and gather a little bit of information. He will have spotted Manu Akrisha over here in the north, but there's no real trading that can happen between these two IS-7s. Damador's taking a slightly more aggressive position instead of sitting back at C4, and it will be very hard for Bananas to get back in and defend this cap. We're seeing the South push come out here. They have spotted the Sturve, but yeah, he's fallen back. He's making it hard on them. Oh, I think the reticle bugged out there. That is an issue with the mod right now for the observer side, is that sometimes first person will break. So where we see him aiming is not where he's actually aiming, and that's probably why he didn't follow the turret of the 113 there. But they're now going to be rotating north with their CS and two AMXs. They're getting some damage out onto Nighty, but Nighty just has to hold his position. He just has to punish anyone from trying to take C6, which I think is what. Oh, see, this is good for the most part, but you run into the issue that they could all. Whoa! They are getting the resets, but they need the reset on the CS. The pro. Smiley's probably gonna get the CS here. Yeah, yeah. This this was not needed from Or. They did not need to stack cap like that. they had such fantastic positions to just farm the defense as they came in. Nighty is ready to just take all of Richard's HP for going into C6, and then all you need is your CS to back off. Richard will die to Nighty. They can't push Nighty with the rest of their team because of where the Sturv is, and you just hold up in your A4, you hold up in your C5, and you just win the game from there. Like, oh, we're gonna see Abe going down here. Ooh. Yeah, Banana's going up 4-0. They've won 2-0 on Ghost Town. They've now won 2-0 on Steps. We are now heading on to Sand River. Yep, they are. Um, maybe this was War Machine's map pick, so we'll have to see here. Maybe they can pull something out, but a reverse sweep at this point is looking extremely unlikely. We are seeing something interesting here inside the training room. War delayed readying up now until basically. Sorry, I'm on push to talk on TeamSpeak, and I had to. They basically stopped or didn't ready up any tanks until the 20-second mark in order to really hide their lineup inside the training room here. We aren't seeing anything too crazy from their team unless they're just going to like hard shove north or something. Yep. Two 113s. Well, we'll start over here. From Banana, two 113s, an AMX M4, a Kronvog, an S-Conk, and a CS. Very typical like defensive comp. The Kron's a little bit weird given the nerfs that happened, but it's still, or people still consider it a good tank. War Machine on their attack. They need to win this one with two 113s, a VZ, a bat, and double CS. Hmm. Yeah, it was interesting. I looked in the. I was looking at the minimap off the start, and it looked like they were very much splitting up. Maybe they get some damage here on Elmo because they do have Shirai in the bush, but no, he's gonna play it safe. He's not gonna go for any kind of greedy spotting run, but we are going to see them playing something interesting here in the middle as the Bananas are being aggressive and using these changes that came with this patch update to control the G5 area. Yep. Now, Diamond, his name sounds so weird for me. It's like uh, Demolador, or however you want to say it. He did actually end up spotting Abe here in his 113. We did hear his Sixth Sense indicator go off. So they do know that Bananas has taken an aggressive defense into the middle of the map, and that's what triggered their rotation into the north here. But you are 100% correct that generally capping on the 2 cap, I don't want to say it's impossible, but when you lose that outside control, you for the most part just have to try and like dump in because you're just gonna get reset from the outside and you'll never probably contest it. Not much. I'm I'm interested here to see if no, it doesn't look there's gonna be any spotting up along the 8 line. There's a small break here in the hill, and if you drive in the right spots as the attack, you could have actually spotted Elmo, which I guess is Manu, and gotten in some lead on him. But you're going to see the two 113s get on cap here. This is going to trigger the rotation from Bananas. They're going to continue their outside push and try to take a 3-on-2 tank advantage. But these CSs are in very strong defensive positions. Yeah, I think the Kron got off his 3 shots. That's all you can really ask and expect because he's only got a 3-round autoloader. Manu taking a ton of damage now. Yeah, up 3K. Make that 4 now. And we are going to see War Machine keep their playoff dream alive as they will clean up this game here over the next 2 minutes. Or they're just going to dump on cap and try to end it here as fast as possible with all these tanks from Bananas just unable to even contest this cap right now. Smiley is going for some Hail Mary reset there at the end. Huh. I forgot to switch over. N no, trust me, guys. It was a really good game. I'm so. Oh my God. Oh well. This is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't have multiple people in the line to prevent this from happening. And also the first time I've streamed all season outside of streaming to the casters. Yep. I like the idea from Bananas, but just looking at these stats on these 113s, I think tells the tale that it didn't go according to plan. Uh, uh, Majority of the time I was looking towards the cap and the counter push that happened. Like we see the Kron, I guess he bounced a shot. I don't know how he only did 548 damage considering that, because yeah, and then a ram. Well, good job from War Machine there. Let's see if they can keep this dream alive. Well, I'm going to, while we have this time left, bring up War Machine's stats and see. Yeah, Steps wasn't their most played. They banned out their Himmelsdorf. Yeah, next time we're using Discord. Because then it's, I don't have to stop. Okay. After. No, 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 it's fine. Oh, after this it's Proc. They haven't played Proc all season. Oh no. Yep. So if they come in and play it like Tomatitos did, could be nice. But I don't want to. I don't want to build up something that could end up just being nothing. Hey, I'm fine with it. I have been voicing the quality of the 113 for years, if you consider the fact that it hasn't been buffed and it's seeing so much use. Back even when the 430U came out, I thought the 430U was overhyped considering the fact that it was just 300 HP short. Like, yes, it was faster. Yeah, there was more rotations that it could do, but for the most part, it just couldn't brawl like the 113 could. I mean, I understand that it's slightly better armor, it had the better turret armor, but when you literally die in one less shot to like most tanks in the games, like you can't go up against S-Conks, you can't go up against a whole bunch of other stuff, whereas the 113 can potentially outtrade and push, be aggressive, just flex that HP a lot better. I'm not saying that the 430U was bad. I'm saying that it was just completely overhyped in comparison to what the 113 was. Um, and now years later, like yes, the 430U's had its turret nerfed a little bit, but still doesn't change the fact that the 113 came back into fashion simply because it had that 300 extra HP. Now, we're not really seeing any spotting going on out here. I don't think anything's really been spotted outside of maybe the CS in the middle, but I think he's got some good bushes there that he is using. But this is an inch. Go ahead. I feel, I feel like we're back in 2017. Well, when the 5A first came out, 113 and IS7 kind of fell off, but then people slowly came to realize that by the time it came to the grand finals, that with no balance patches coming to the game, that the IS7 and the 113 were actually just better than the 5A. Like, yes, from a Clan Wars perspective, 5A is just easier to play, but that doesn't mean that the 5A was actually a better tank. And if you actually go and study the pick rates of the tanks, you will see that how much the 5A started to fall off come the end of the 2017 season and going into the grand finals. We're seeing Bananas here making their push, and they're going to catch a Carisha out here, but it is at the same time also a trap from War Machine, except they just don't have good coverage of the low ground. Damador has to get in. He has to block HP. Good job from Twiddler getting his last shot off there. Ooh, Damador not penning that last shot, but HP very similar here. We've got 2100 left on Bananas with 2500 left on the defensive War Machine. Download. Oh, let me go check in on him. Ooh, did Smiley lose connection? He is sitting here, not moving. So, luckily there is, I'm going to say 3 minutes left in the sense that if something has happened, there's still the chance that he can reconnect. And right now, Richard just has to play a vision game. And I was about to say, not bleed HP as he takes one from what I'm assuming is the Super Conk. The only thing, yeah, the only thing Richard has to do is come the 2 minute mark. He needs to be trying to touch a cap, in the sense that if this is going to be a 1v2, he has to start pulling out the defense. If he waits any longer than the 2 minute mark, he will never, like, the defense never has to move, and he's already missed that mark. Because right now, this is just, he's giving the defense a lot of information. I mean, I guess he can sit here and the defense doesn't know that Smiley Rage is AFK, or not so much AFK but lost connection. So the bat could jump on at any second. But at the same time, if they come back here through this B0 and spot Smiley, or through their initial rotations, spots by. What? Yeah, no, it was working earlier. What the fuck? I had his audio working earlier. I have no idea what changed. Okay, Scored. Try talking.
Is it working now?
Yes, I know what happened. Smiley's back! we're good. Smiley's back. Okay, well, welcome to the most scuffed stream I have done in years.
Yeah, I couldn't talk. I was muted.
Oh, Smiley, don't sit up front there. Smiley, just get on the cap. You don't have time.
Is he trying
Unless
to knock
they're
over?
already throwing away this game. Because the Eskimo is going to spot Smiley here, and it's just going to be game over.
Do you think they're waiting for like the last second to try and hop Smiley out? Not that it matters, because Mount number 1 is just going to shoot him.
Richard backed off the cap. Didn't matter. Richard can get the kill here on Domador if he can. That way, the kills will count for going to overtime. If that happens.
War Machine pulling it back.
Thanks.
Back against the wall.
What was the score of your match?
Oh, 5-2. 5-2, Team Scroll.
Nice.
Oh.
Is that an upset? Is Team Scroll the lower seed?
Yep.
Yes, technically, but Red Team's caller was shot before the playoffs began.
Like, actually shot? Did you shoot him?
Antonio Gibson's hitman did.
Well, Bananas was up 4-0 going into Sand River. The score is now 4-2. Is that a momentum shift?
Oh, stinky.
Oh, yeah.
Scott, would you like in on this training room?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to open the room.
Already ended my stream.
That's fine. There's mine. We can try to make this unscuffed for this last potentially 3 games.
How many words did I just speak into the void for the first 4 games?
Hey, it's not even the first 4 games if you remember the first game as well.
Oh, man. The middle 4. Scott is going to be playing a 2-7-7 for Bananas. They clearly need the help.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Scott, you've been casting a lot of minor league matches. What has been the meta on Proc so far?
They haven't been playing this map very often, actually. Just
Well, URL hasn't been at all. We
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a little bit of go mid. Mostly 7890 pushes on offense. Defenses tended to play more standard, lower. I don't know. It's kind of like watered down Major League meta for Proc. They haven't defined anything different, I think, than the majors. Versus some maps, I think that the meta is a little bit different. But this one, it's just kind of slower.
Well, if you looked at the last game stats, Demolidor did 5,000 damage in a CS.
Are you trying to say Demolidor?
Or
Yeah.
Demolidor?
It's our first time
I
saying his name.
I don't know.
Demolidor.
Demolidor.
Doug Demolidor.
The owner of the Demolidor Dimmadome.
Demolidor, owner of the Dimsdale War Machine.
Yep.
And Smiley got one shot off before he DC'd, by the way.
Oh, really? So that entire southern fight could have gone a whole lot better?
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's...
the fact that Shuriken in his bat chat only did 1,200 versus the CS.
You hate to see that.
Like, considering Smiley shot him once, and then the bat chat only got off 3 of his shells versus the 1 CS.
We're going to this next game here in 10 seconds. I can tell you from the training room, there's nothing special about either of these comps.
You're not streaming on Twitch, are you?
No, I'm streaming on YouTube.
I was just making sure I rated somebody.
Yeah, isn't it lovely fixing? Okay, I think I have to turn you down a little bit
And
more.
from the side of Bananas, we got a Wasted Banana in the IS-7 with Elmo's feet also in the IS-7. Kara and Abe repping the double S conks with Richard and Smiley in the CSs. From War Machine, double M4, IS-7, double S conk, and a CS-63 from the one, the only, 90. So one thing, fun to mention, that you look for in team comps is which team has the offside advantage. And in this situation, Bananas with the double CS can sort of look to play the offside of the map a little bit more aggressively if they wanted to.
This looks very, very similar to Hold My Beer's proc strategy, actually. The CS pushed in the IS-7 with aggro mid control.
Incredibly similar, yes. It's very similar.
The S-Conks are a little slow to get here. But the CS IS-7 stop.
Ooh, Shira taking a lot of first chip damage there.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out with the IS-7 in the back.
They're not...
Ooh, good shot on Richard.
This just doesn't work.
No, they needed.
You have to
I
have
think
something in the first finger to pressure the S-Conks and IS-7 away from where they are. They're all working the same angle right now.
Yeah, this is we pointed it out earlier. War Machine has not played proc all season.
Like, Bull's great to have, no doubt. But these AMXs in the 4-line finger are not going to be able to do anything versus the IS-7s on top.
No. Here comes that offside advantage I was mentioning, as Smiley Rage is about to be a problem.
Well, he's about to make up for his connect last game.
He's
that
about
cost him.
to... He's a problem right now. They didn't clear 1-2 line.
Yeah,
And they didn't clear mid.
Bananas controls every angle that you could possibly hope for, and then some.
From the 1 line to the wall. He'll... Oh, Lord, they're sending 90 to go get Elmo's feet. Elmo's feet. I don't... Oh, he does take a shot. Oh, he takes 2 shots. Wait, this is actually significant.
Is 90 going to get shot by the S-Conks?
Oh my god, they're throwing! Wait, trying to stay low. He does take a couple from the S-Conks. Oh, he gets
Another one?
shoot up. They actually find the shots here. So it's going to come down to who wins the DPM fight. Elmo's feet, 90 here in the 1v1. The shots flying over the top of 90's head. 90 not able to pick it up with his first shot of damage. Elmo's feet has a big advantage here. 90 needs to try to find a way to bounce one of these shots here. He's not really making it difficult for Elmo's feet either, but he takes another one down to 84 HP. Trades one more into the IS-7, but he's going to be a 2-shot unless he rolls high. IS-7 does have reload. Now doesn't have reload. Hey, he bounces. 90 has the reload. He's looking for the kill. 13 HP left. He's not able to find it. IS-7 now looking for the shot of damage. Can he do it? He kills 90. Elmo's feet takes down 90. Huge 1v1 win there.
We see the
While
80
that
shells
fight was
rolling
going
in.
on, Stark and demo guy has took like 4,000 damage while that fight was going on, trying to look for shots on Elmo's feet, but
Elmo's
did
feet
not
does
connect
die.
any single one.
Yes, the Elmo is going to go down, and now the S-Conks rolling up and over the middle ridge are going to take out all the tanks in the donut, and bing bong, they're all falling down. It's not London's bridge. I'm not sure which bridge it is at all, but they are going to die. That's going to be Bananas taking the series 5-2.
I think you could tell the inexperience on the map. I feel like they had their initial, but they did not know where to go with it. Once they ran into enemy tanks.
Dude, that was... you found so many.
I thought I was watching Nexus in a 1v1 for a minute.
Oh. Holy cow. What a game. What a game.
There was hope for War Machine. They brought it back from a 4-0 to a 4-2. They weren't able to finish it off, unfortunately.
So the 5 seed and the 3 seed will advance.
Are they reseeded?
It's just gonna be Baby Poop versus Team Scroll, and then My Little Pastries versus Bananas.
Okay, so it didn't matter if it was reseeded.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. War Machine would have had to win tonight in order to cause a shuffle.
Okay. Yes, because it was the... I gotcha.
Yep. Okay. Post-game stats here for this last battle. Shirai Khan